So tell me, where are you scared of the dark? When it all goes down and the lights go out, I'm not the one you wanna see. Some will and some won't, some do and some don't. Now tell me who you're gonna be. See, I couldn't really give a fuck if I am so unbearable. All that I really care about is that I'm uncomparable. They're bigger than me and they're quicker than me, but they know that nobody is sicker than me, cause they can kill X and they can kill Y.
Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, episode number 23, season number 5 of our career mode with West Ham United. We're going to start off straight away with a squad report. Today's episode is going to be methodical, and yeah, let's get right into this. So, Jack Butland, as we know, is a little bit unhappy. He wants more money. We're going to be asking the board for some cash so we can give him a new contract, because the last thing I want is Butland to be unhappy, and even the thought of him leaving makes me want to cry, because look at his statistics. I don't know what to say. I mean, his reflex is 88, his handling, he's just phenomenal. He's diving 87, positioning 83. He's just ridiculous. His actual physical stats are better than most of our players out on pitch, which is just astounding. Kyle Walker hasn't gone up, sitting quite nicely. His statistics are fantastic. Kolka, Big Stevie C has come in, and I think he's been an absolute revelation. His sliding tackle, his marking, he is just sensational at the back. He really holds us together. He really holds us together, which is phenomenal. Moving on to Callas. This guy's coming. You guys recommended him, and I'm going to take my hat off and say well done, because he dominates at corners. His heading is immense, from goal kicks. His heading, he's just a sensation in the air, and he's so freaking strong. And he does get in the odd challenge. He has been sent off, but I like that about a player. We do like that. Luke Shaw hasn't been getting enough games, which is a shame. It's just the fact that Bruno Martinez is just so fantastic. Sissoko, I don't expect him to go up in rating, but his statistics are just amazing, absolutely amazing. Ola John, I've got to say, freaking hell, this boy's gone up +2 since he's joined us. His dribbling, his close ball control is just astounding, absolutely astounding. He's a joy to play with. As we know, Jess Rodriguez is slightly unhappy. Will he go in a transfer window? Will we get rid of him in the transfer window? That's the very big question. I'm not 100% sure why Filippo is, I thought it said very unhappy. God damn, I actually felt my heart then, and it was racing. He's very happy, and rightly so. I mean, he is just, well, you look at Filippo's statistics, he's just a talisman. Nelson Oliveira has come in. He's played a few games. He hasn't really got an astounding amount of goals. I think he's just taken a long time to settle into the team, to be honest. Our boy Gudetti has gone up +1. He's now an 86. His statistics make me want to bloody scream with joy. Shot power 94. Long shots 90. His pace, his reactions, everything about Gudetti is just freaking unbelievable. The same with Isco. Now up to 85. Dribbling of 98, ball control of 92. He's just so composed and brilliant to play with. Rocker. His finishing has now gone up to 81. Probably going to be looking to loan him out. A few of you recommend let's loan him out, see if we can get him on a short-term loan, get him going up in the ratings. Eduardo, thankfully, has gone up +1. I was feeling a little bit concerned that he wasn't going to start going up, that he'd sort of peaked, which is a worry, because I think he has a potential of like 88, 89. So we'll have to see. We know Gabs is going to be unhappy. Did you look at Adrian's stats? Freaking amazing. He really has come on leaps and bounds. A few more games and I think he'll be fine. Gabs obviously is starting to become unhappy just because he's not getting as many games. But if we loan Rocker out, I could see Gabs playing a few more games, just purely because Nelson Oliveira is not scoring the goals, and we need someone who can come in and score goals. And we know Gabs is a proven freaking goal scorer, be it from 30 yards, 25 yards, 10 yards, 18 yards, 12 yards, 6 yards. Gabs is a proven goal scorer. One of the new players we bought, one of the new youth players, he's gone up +4, hasn't really done a great deal. We haven't really played him, to be honest. Fantastic work rates, fantastic weak foot, and decent skill moves. He's 6'1" as well, and hopefully he's going to get a bit more pace. And I think he'll be an absolute handful. So we might be looking to loan him out as well. Probably going to loan a few players out just to get him some experience. The same with this lad, Jonathan. We bought him in, Robinson. We only literally just bought him in. I mean, he's 60, he's already got 72 finishing. Low work rates, but we know we're not bothered about that. 5-star skill moves impress me. 3-star weak foot, and he's 6 foot. Again, we're starting to build sort of a potentially tall team, which is just going to be an absolute powerhouse. We're going to become tanks and roll through freaking everybody. Our Xavi is looking pretty damn good. Robin, who is absolutely, I think he's 6'6". He's got really crap acceleration, but I think he's going to be an astounding centre-back. Nicholas Tremel is looking fantastic. I'm looking forward to watching him grow. Bissett, as we know, is fantastic. And look at this guy. Fabio, just flick back and look at Fabio. 98 freaking interceptions is just unbelievable. unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And look at Bruno. 98 strength. He just destroys people for fun. Zaha obviously hasn't been getting the games, which is frustrating because he is a really good player. Stefan is just absolutely classy. I love him. He's brilliant. Him and Bruno at centre-backs work so freaking well. It's absolute joy. Diame, unfortunately, is slightly unhappy just purely because he hasn't had the opportunity to play, which is frustrating. But, you know, we've got Sissoko, we've got Eduardo. And it's sometimes really hard to get everybody in and playing regular football. As you know, that's part and parcel of being a manager at the end of the day. That's something I have to deal with. So we will freaking well deal with it. It'll be all gravy. It'll be fine. We're playing a quite strong side. Now, I brought Ravel into this side. I want to give him a bit of more of a chance. Isco's playing a more forward role. We go 1-0 down. We then equalise. Notice Winston Reid gets injured, one of our former players. And look at that. Who comes to the rescue in the 69th minute? John Guidetti. What a freaking legend. Digging out a goal after Stefan opened the scoring for us. I was very, very chuffed to get 3 points there, to be honest. And it was a much needed win. We need some confidence from somewhere, to be honest. We need confidence from somewhere. As you seen, the board said they want to give us money and help us add help us add to the attacking area. And yeah, 10 million quid's a little bit too excessive. Seriously, come on, guys. You know, you said you want to help us, but we need at least 10 million quid to even consider bringing anyone in. I mean, 10 million quid is still less than what Bassey's worth. I think he's worth 13.5. They want 15 for him. So what are we going to do? You know, you've got to give us some form of money. Otherwise, we're going to be literally holding our dicks, which is not good. So the board come back and said they'll give us £2.3 million. That's different. So Xavi will be going to Stevenage Online. It'll be a great opportunity for the young lad. He's 17 years old to get some football under his belt, and we're going to go straight to Jack Butland. And you know what we're going to be doing? Oh yes, Jack Butland is going to be getting a new deal. He's going to be getting his 60 grand a week because I don't care that he wants 60 grand a week. He can have £60,000 a week. That is a snip. He'll get the 1 year deal. That'll put him on a 4-year deal, 4 years 6 months, which I think it will be absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I just hope to God he signs the contract. And as you can see, I have already drafted in Gabs to replace Nelson Oliveira purely due to form. I also brought back in Olajon because Olajon at this moment in time is just absolutely sensational. I feel we're really gifted in the midfield department with the likes of Adrian, the likes of Isco, Olajon. Need I even mention the talisman, the greatest player ever seen in a game of football? Filippo, he should win the Ballon d'Or before the voting goes in. He is that freaking good. And look at Olajon doing some sexy work. He really has come to life since joining us and getting a good run in the side. Diame's also playing. I want to get Diame in, mix up the formation, go for the 3-5-2 and just see if we can change things up. And as you see, Filippo, again, the talisman, he's always at the centre of everything good about our club, everything good about the way we play football. You know, he tracks back so well, he gets forward so well, he's just a majestic player. Ball comes to Oxlade-Chamberlain and Arsenal take, I would say, a very undeserved 1-0 lead after 33 minutes, completely against the run of play. They hadn't been in the game, they'd been literally hanging on for dear life, but they took the lead. Filippo picks the ball up, knocks it into Guidetti. Guidetti tries to play the ball around the corner into Gabs, which is a nice idea, but look at Filippo, that's such brilliant play, knocking it back into Guidetti. Guidetti onto his left foot, and at the end of the day, that was all she was ever going to write, because his left foot, it doesn't matter, his left foot, his right foot, 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, that boy is lethal when it comes to goal scoring. So I was quite happy to go in at half time drawing 1-1 because I felt we had been the better side. Well, to be honest with you, we had been the better bloody side. We had played the better football. We had dominated the game. And it was just frustrating to concede a sloppy goal. Second half starts, and I say that ball was freaking well out. It probably wasn't. Very, very poor clearance, and we are punished by Podolski after 48 minutes, which again is such a hard pill to swallow because we had dominated for literally 48 minutes. So I took the opportunity to take Isco off and Gabs off, bring on Jess Rodriguez to get his pace on the pitch, and bring on Nelson Oliveira, and hope that, you know, sitting on the bench for the last sort of 50, 60 minutes might, you know, give him a bit of a lesson and make him think, come on, I've got to take my opportunities, I've got to take the chances that come to me, and we'll have to see. But Diame is playing so well. Look at his strength. I still feel that was a free kick and should have been a booking. The shot had nothing on it, which was even more frustrating, and then to rub salt into a very raw wound at this moment in time. Frickin' Ramsey, after 71 minutes, secures a 3-1 victory for Arsenal at home in a game that they were actually dominated. I don't believe I put up the statistics, but the final game statistics, I had 60% possession, they had 40% possession, they had 4 shots and scored 3 goals, which really angers me. But you know, what can you do? That is football. If you don't take your opportunities, you're not going to get 3 points, you're not going to win games, you're not going to move up the league. It is that simple. So we're just going to have to deal with it, we're going to have to move on, we're just going to have to man the fuck up at the end of the day. And as you can see, Robin will be going out on loan to Sheffield Wednesday. I think it's a great opportunity for him to go out on loan. He's played a few games for us and he's done extremely well. And I just want to see how he handles himself at Sheffield Wednesday, and hopefully he'll do well and come back a better player and be able to walk into the first team. Because at this moment in time, we have some really fantastic players in our first team, and it's going to be quite scary. As you can see, I give Gudetti a bit of a rest. Bring in Rocker. Obviously, Adrian's going to be playing in Camo. I give Filippo a few days off to go and spend time with his family back in Italy. It's only an FA Cup game, so I can afford to mix it up a little bit. Kyle Walker, who's gone on a bit of a goal-scoring streak. Well, okay, 2 in like 3 weeks. But, you know, that's a goal-scoring streak for a right-back. The game finishes 1-1. Very disappointed. We had the opportunities to win the game. Unfortunately, we just did not take them as normal. And look at that. Our boy Butland takes the contract. That really makes me bloody happy, because he is head and shoulders the best keeper in the world at this moment in time. And we get a transfer request. £20 million from Bayern Munich. Bearing in mind, he's worth between 24 to a maximum of, say, £30 million. Well, I'm not going to beat around the bush. 1, I really don't want to sell Gudetti. 2, we have no money. But if Bayern Munich are willing to match my valuation of Gudetti, which is £50 million, then he is free to go. But I don't, hand on heart, want to get rid of him. Now, Newcastle come in with an audacious £24 million. Now, they're in the same league as us, obviously, so if they want to buy Gudetti, it would be £65 million, because I'm not going to sell one of the best players in the world to a competitor cheap. Thankfully, Munich come back and say, no, 50 million quid is a little bit high, a little bit harsh. Good, because I don't really want to let him go. So we're going to play at home against Stoke, and I am putting out the full throttle best team I feel we have at this moment in time in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. And we get off to a bit of a dodgy start. Thankfully, Rocker comes on and in the 67th minute saves our blushes. But Ola John picks up an injury. Hopefully it's not going to be too serious. But yeah, Rocker came off the bench and secured 3 points for us, just to add to his legend, because he is building himself an absolute legend. He is going to be a legend, a real legend. And look at that. Ola John suffered a broken tibia. He's going to be out for 5 fucking months. Seriously. I'm getting bent over left, right and centre by Legendary, and now it just destroys my will to live by taking out one of our superstars for 5 months, which we all know is going to be 6 months. So we won't see him again until next season. So guys, this is all I've recorded. It's now time for you guys to put in the comments below who the fuck we should get rid of and who we should bring in. And I can't wait to read them, guys. I will catch you later.